Okay. Yeah, so next week is going to be a fun time. Mikey, I cannot
Yes.
wait. It is going to be so good. Going to have,
Oh, it's gonna be great.
it's going to be fun. Great topic, you know, just a
hmm
fun time,
hmm
very creative. We're going to have a lot of good
Yep.
times with it. Great guest, a brand new guest for the first
Oh.
time. It's going to be super awesome.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So, can't wait for that one next week.
Yep.
But, before
What's
then,
going on again?
huh?
What?
What?
Who's coming on again?
Next week?
Yeah.
The guest?
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
The
next
aforementioned
week's
guest.
guest
We're gonna have
is,
all the fun.
yeah, next week's guest is welcome back, everybody, to the Storymoders podcast. My name is Robert. His name is Mike. How you doing, Mikey?
Let's find out.
Oh yeah, Mike just got back from Chicago, the Big Apple, the town that never sleeps. The Big
A
Apple,
variety.
Chicago, with some scratchers.
There.
We're gonna win some money.
There. Yes, we are. Damn it.
What do we got? What do we
Because
got? What do we
God
got?
is
What do we
my
got? What do we got?
witness.
What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? While he's doing that, welcome everybody to Story Motors Podcast. This is episode 74, I believe. Yeah, we're getting really close to the big one. Really close to the big one.
We're right there.
Yep, right there. So how's that scratching coming along there, bud?
Ah. Nothing.
God
God
damn
damn
it.
it! I wasted $2.
God damn it.
I'm doing this
You know,
podcast for another week.
this would have never happened in Biden's America.
Nope.
It would have been probably like
Ugh.
175 because I think the price has probably gone up a little bit. You know what I mean? But not like an astronomical amount just now because I don't know what
Yeah.
the tariff situation is on scratchers.
Yeah. That's one we really need to get to the bottom of because
Yeah,
us degenerates.
yeah,
This is my retirement plan.
exactly. You know what I mean?
You know. Yeah. So I just need old Cheeto man to stop fucking with my retirement.
Yeah. Let's you know, we're already going to go on a small tangent, little political tangent here. What are the odds that something, not tonight? I'm not saying anything now, but like,
No.
there's no way this motherfucker's lasting 4 years.
Oh God, no.
So what are the odds, or what are the chances that something would happen while we're recording? And
I
you don't want to wish ill will on any human being. You know,
That's amateur shit right there. I am a
but
top level hater. Fuck him.
oh, no, it's on any human being. But he's a goblin, so fuck him. You know,
Yeah.
whether it's that, whether it's just he resigns because more of this of these files that don't exist come out. More of these
Yeah.
body birthday cards. God, that's so dumb as shit.
Yeah, that's fucking. It's horrifying and I hate it. But also,
But just imagine if we're in the middle of recording and we get that news bulletin.
oh baby, I'm getting hammered.
Yeah. Yeah. That's going to be a 6-hour episode of us just drinking and laughing and then being like, oh, that means, oh, God. And then drinking more. So.
Yeah, drinking's gonna go from joy to sorrow, and man, a lot of sorrow to get through before we get to a good result there.
Yeah. Yeah. But Mike, as we mentioned just a moment ago, you went to Chicago last week. How was it? Did you have a good time?
I did. It was all right. Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty tight trip. Spent most of it seeing family, so didn't get to do a lot of the stuff I was kind of hoping I could. Which honestly wasn't that much. Much to my disappointment and dismay, and to the delight of all those around me, I did not make it to a liquor store, so I did not return with any Malort.
You had one job. You had two jobs. You had two jobs.
The way I had it budgeted, it was more like 6 jobs.
You had to get Malort, and you had to Find a picture of Greg Miller in a Portillo's.
Well, tragically, the only Portillo's we frequented was the one in Schaumburg, and he has not been there.
Yep. Schaumburg, Illinois does not have
a picture
of Greg Miller inside the Portillo's there.
Yep.
The one person in the world who gave King Porty the best life ever, and they don't have a picture of him in their establishment. That's for shame, Schaumburg. For shame.
Yeah. Right? They had like 6 pictures of Jim Belushi up there, so that's horrifying.
Were they all Jim or no John?
No John.
Why?
I'm
whatever.
Sure
okay.
John.
Yeah. Still, whatever. Shame on you, Schaumburg. Shame on Schaumburg.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My week, pretty bog standard. Just got really deep into the second business minigame in Yakuza 0 because there are 2. I didn't realize that. I should have realized that because there's 2 playable characters. So the first one, you are Kiryu, and it's a real estate minigame type thing. It's all menus. The minigames are much better nowadays, but like the business ones. But all menus, literally spent about 20 hours of gameplay just getting that done because it's a whole storyline. And then the other playable character is Goro Majima, and his business side thing is you own and run a cabaret club.
Ooh.
And you have to recruit ladies and take fans and everything away from all of the other cabaret clubs in the area. And then you've got rival battles and everything. So that probably another 10, 15 hours there of what I've been doing for the last week, just going through those menus and getting all the women up to their max level so that I could take on all of the other clubs and be the number 1 cabaret club in all of Sotenbori. And I did it last night, so now I can go through and actually play the game again.
Nice.
So
beautiful. I love that for you.
But yeah, that was last week. What about this week? What you got on the docket for this week, bud?
Try and get some rest.
Okay.
Oh,
You did have a very long week.
Yes, I did. It was a lot of flying out of an airport the size of a Walmart, being on some very uncomfortable airline seats, being in a car for about 16 hours over the weekend. I had to drive up to Wisconsin to see family.
That was the oh god for being in the car for that long, not for the beer. The beer is delicious. Yeah, just wanted to
delightful,
sure.
Lovely. Love that for you. And then my flight home got delayed, so we didn't land until almost midnight. So I went to work on Monday with just a handful of hours of sleep.
Yeah.
And then last night was not much better. So hopefully tonight, because we gotta. As you're hearing this happened yesterday. So if you've got a time machine, this is super helpful. But I'm gonna be at Built to Spill with my girlfriend. So
the night that this goes on, Thursday.
The night before this goes up.
Oh, okay. So last night, yeah.
Yep, yeah. So, like I said, if you got a time machine, this will be super helpful.
Who are they coming with?
I don't know, but I know they're at Urban, so I'm going to sweat off about 20 pounds.
Oh, yep, Urban Lounge, one of my favorite places. It's it happens to be not run, but our good friend Billy puts on a lot of shows there, including. Have we talked about this on the podcast yet?
We have not, but real quick, they're coming with Play Dead and Faintly Macabre.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that. Then, no, we have not talked about this. There will be an opportunity to see us in the flesh.
Yeah, let me get the date. Friday, August 29th at the aforementioned Urban Lounge in Salt Lake City. the annual Salt City United, my soccer supporters club, is putting on our annual fundraiser. Free admission, and then there are raffle prizes. You just pay for tickets for those raffle prizes. I know, what was it, last year, or most years, there's some raffles. There's like tattooing. There's some people who do like hair. There's some handmade stuff. There's the last couple years, and I don't want to say it's going to happen again this year just because I'm not entirely sure. There were some ticket giveaways to the Kilby Block Party, which is
Hell yeah.
a 3-4 day event that happens every year in Utah.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So
Yeah. So, Salt City United 8th Annual Supporter Fundraiser with live performances from local bands such as Bloodstar, Hearts of Romaine. Not entirely sure. I think that says Gracemaker. And Slowburn. Will be performing live at Urban Lounge August 29th. 21 plus only. It is a bar.
Yes.
Venue, so you will have to be 21 plus. But once again, free admission. If you want to show up, if you want to come, we only ask that you go to the urbanloungeslc.com and get a ticket. Once again, it is free, but it just helps us know what the head count's going to be. So,
yeah.
And we'll talk about that more over the next, it's the next quite a few episodes because we've got a little while here. But yeah, that is coming up. So yeah, what have you? So were you able to game at all on your trip? Did you bring like your Switch or anything?
I thought about bringing my Switch. I kind of regret not doing it just because after. So this is basically how our days went. We would wake up,
grab a brush, put on a little makeup.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Say a little prayer for you, and then we'd wake up, we'd get coffee, and then we would get in the van and be on our way to wherever. And then we would be gone all day. So there was not a lot of downtime.
Mm-hmm.
We'd come home, drop my mom off, go pick up dinner. In some cases, drive to 2 restaurants because we accidentally ordered from the one not close to the hotel. So that was a fun little trip there.
Love that. Gotta love that.
And then, we would eat as a family, and then me and my brother would go back to our hotel room, wind down from the day, if you will, a state where it is recreationally legal. So we would just sit there, get pretty stoned, and then end up watching The Big Lebowski because it was on all the goddamn time.
It's fair. It's a great flick. Great film.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's fantastic. Yeah, and I would offload the pictures that I took that day, and then we'd pass the hell out, and then do it again.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you had a good time.
I had a good time.
Said you had a good time, but I think last time you went, it wasn't that great. If I remember.
It was things happened. People decided to act a certain way, and we got over it. It was a decade and a half ago, so hopefully we do not have to replay that shit again.
People decided to act a fool, if you will.
It's one of those, like, you can't vibe check an elder relative, even though you really want to.
Fair.
So, yes. Just putting that out there. But, it ended up, last trip, bad things ended up happening, but this trip, it's been great. It's been awesome seeing everybody. And, my family's actually still on the road. So...
They driving back here?
Yeah, that's the thing. When you have a relative in a power chair, which those things could weigh, between 400 and 600 pounds. They're pretty goddamn hefty.
Hefty.
That kind of means you're really limited as how you can get around the country. So,
fair enough,
my parents and my brother have been driving. It is a 20-hour drive there. Takes 2 days.
I mean, 20 hours is less than 1 day. Really.
Well, I mean, listen, if you really want to do it in a day, that's all on you. As someone who has had to do that kind of driving, I don't recommend it.
Oh, man. Well, I'm happy that you're back. I'm happy that you had a good time.
And happy that I didn't bring back more Malort.
Happy and sad, I'll be honest with you.
Well, I'm gonna be real with you. We will be going to the closest place we can to get more Malort, and I will be returning with some. So
Okay.
Yeah.
You will come over and give me a shot, and then maybe I'll remember to finally give you this keychain that I bought you in April.
Hey!
I bought two of them,
Love
one
it.
for me and one for you.
Aw.
And then I forgot to give it to you the last time or two that you were here. I think it's the last time. The other week.
Yeah.
The other week when we had our
Yeah.
subathon.
Yeah, it's fine. And I really wanted to try to do the scratcher because I've got my stack of Nuka-Cola Victory caps just sitting in front of me.
Nice.
And I'm like, I'm afraid that something bad's going to happen if I do this.
Oh, man. Well, Mike,
Robert?
we're doing something a little bit different today. Okay. Consider this our, or at least my, audition to be on Kinda Funny Games Daily on an actual news show. Because today, we're just going to talk about the news, the gaming news. We've got a really cool episode coming up next week. Last week's episode was a slideshow, but it was really awesome hanging out with Gabi, talking about Tony Hawk. So this week we decided let's do a little something different. We've got a great guest coming up here momentarily after the break to do a game review, and then Mike and I are going to go over some of the latest gaming news of stuff that happened.
Before we
a lot of stuff today.
do that,
actually.
I have legit breaking news.
Oh God, did he die?
No.
No.
I mean, this is probably something that's going to facilitate my death quicker than his, but
Fair.
coming in the year of our Lord 2026, Spanish Fork is getting a Buc-ee's.
Are you shitting me?
I'm not shitting you.
I've never been to a Buc-ee's, but I've wanted to go to a Buc-ee's for a long ass time. Spanish Fork?
Spanish Fork.
Is
it looks like
is there info? Are they building a brand new one, or is it taking over?
I'm assuming. So, from what little I know about Buc-ee's, they kind of like to they will take over some property, but it would basically be a complete teardown.
Okay.
Because they have so many pumps and their stores are set up in a very specific way. Yeah. So
hopefully they don't get Mavericked. That would be fucking awful.
Yeah, that would. Oh my God, I would burn down the Maverick building downtown if they brought Buc-ee's here and then turned it into a Maverick.
Yeah.
Nationwide.
For those who obviously who don't know because you don't live out here, we got this is a few years ago. They opened the first Come and Go gas stations in Utah. There were quite a few that were opened up, and then I swear to God, it was like 6 months after the first ones had opened up. Come and Go was bought out by Maverick, which is another gas station. I don't know if Maverick is nationwide. I would imagine they are if they've got enough money to fucking buy out Come and Go. But they bought out Come and Go and renamed all of the Come and Go gas stations to just Maverick. So yeah, I mean, doesn't really matter, but I feel like Buc-ee's is probably a bit more grandiose.
Yes.
Than Come and Go. But yeah, that's gonna be cool. That is gonna be fun. I'm gonna be going down there once they open. Not immediately. It's a gas station still, but I've heard they've got fun stuff there, and they have a lot of food, a lot of cool food. Yeah, like I said, doing some news today. But before we do that, unless you got something else you wanna say before the break, we're gonna throw to a little ad.
Fun fact: it looks like there is a lone Maverick in Michigan.
Is that how far east it is?
Yeah, that is as far east as they go.
Okay. I'm pretty sure they're in Nevada and stuff.
Oh yeah, they're
on the West Coast, big in the West.
Yeah, big in the Mountain West, but they are slowly pushing east across the Rockies.
Yeah.
So, but
okay. Yeah. So we will see you all after the ad with a game review. But for now, check out our ad, Discograph Podcast, my new podcast with our good friend Gage Luke from Neon Pocket Dimension. We'll probably have an ad for them here later on today. I hope so. I think I'm going to be able to get that file. They just launched their new web store. I believe it's just neonpocketdimension.com, but there will be a link down in the description. But for now, check out the ad for Discograph Podcast and go check out episode 1 right now, all about Blink-182. Hey there, everybody. My name is Robert, a.k.a. Mr. Hawks.
And my name is Gage, a.k.a. Luke Shot First. And this is...
The Discograph Podcast.
The
Discograph Podcast.
The Discograph
Podcast.
The Discograph
Podcast. I think we got that one. Now, Gage, for those who don't know, which is probably everybody, what is a discograph?
Well, our term...
Okay, patent pending.
Is a playlist composed of one track from each of a band or artist's albums/side projects in chronological order as a way to highlight their growth throughout their career.
Or 2, a musical graph using one band or artist's entire discography.
We're incredibly excited to bring you this show where we deep dive into the catalogs and careers of some of the most prolific people in modern music.
Speaking of which, let's take a look at the lineup for Season 1.
We have Josh Homme of Queens of the Stone Age and Caius fame, and the Desert Sessions, them Crooked Vultures, you get the idea.
Butch Walker, a lot of solo stuff, Marvelous 3, and a little side project called 1969 is going to be in there. If you haven't heard of it, you will soon.
We got Big T.H. Tom York coming in with lots of good stuff in there as well.
Special one, Busted versus McFly. Now we know that we just said this is one band or artist's entire discography, but these two bands are so linked up that they're actually touring together this year in a Busted versus McFly tour. So we figured let's do a fun episode with all of their stuff. Let's break our one rule. Fuck Batman.
And then we're doing Dave Grohl, the master of modern rock and roll himself.
And our inaugural episode, which is going to be up pretty soon, Blink-182.
So sit back,
drop out,
and tune in to our journey through music with
the Discograph Podcast. Only at youtube.com/@Discograph Podcast.
Thanks for watching.
Welcome back. Yeah, go check out the Discograph Podcast. First episode is now up. Very happy for it. I'm very deep into episode 2 right now, and that's shaping up to be a really fun one. Now, Mikey.
Yes, sir.
So we've got a special guest today. We've got our good friend, Verum Dex, here with the Storymoders review of Donkey Kong Bananza. I'm going to bring him up right here. Dex, how you doing today, buddy?
Doing good, friends. How are you two doing?
I'm doing good.
Well, better now that you're here.
Yeah. It's always good to see Dex. We always love having really good conversations with him. We talk a lot with Dex. So, Dex, hit us with it. What do you think about the new Donkey Kong Bananza? What's your review?
Pretty good. Pretty fun. Have a good time.
All right. Thank you, Dex. Okay, Mikey, so what are we going to be talking about next?
Well, I mean, we've got a few things on the docket here, but
Hey guys. Did you want to say anything else?
I thought you left, honestly, but
I mean, I'm good, Mike.
Yeah. Oh, I think you hit the tenets of a great review, real succinct.
Everything we needed. Yeah. So yeah. All right.
All right.
Thanks, Dex. We love you.
Yeah. Thanks, buddy.
Okay.
Bye.
See you next time. Follow Dex on Twitch. Bye. Bye. Once again, thank you, Dex. That's a great review. Yeah, really detailed. A lot of information. A lot of, love that guy. Love that guy.
Really,
follow Dex if you're not following him.
Really really got down there into the nitty gritty, the minutia.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah. You just, the most important things about the game. Mm-hmm. Is it good? That's what we want. Okay?
Yeah. And after that in-depth review, I'm not sure people are going to stick around for the news, but let's give it to them anyway.
Yeah. Once again, we are doing something a little bit different tonight, talking about some of the news. And what happened today as we're recording was the Pokemon Presents for July 2025. And Mike, I have a good feeling that you didn't watch this.
Didn't even know this was happening.
Yep, happened this morning. pre-recorded, and they said it was the longest one for at least since 2023, so for a couple years. So a lot of people, including myself, were dumb idiots thinking that there was going to be anything of substance, and at least for me, no.
Yeah.
It's once it could have been an email, and I know I hate that phrase. It's so I feel like it sounds so shitty, like, oh, this could have been an email, but it's a lot of we got the Pokemon Legends ZA stuff, which we will touch on here momentarily. Pokemon Friends, it's a new app out on your phone, and you can play little like puzzle games to train your brain or something. I downloaded it and I went through it. And I'm like, okay, this is fine, little puzzle thing. But it's supposed to be, you're supposed to kind of go in there every single day, and there's going to be new puzzles for you to do.
Oh, Pokemon! I gave up on Pokemon Go and Duolingo. What makes you think you're going to lure me back with this?
This is some great. We already knew this, but there's a little bit of a trailer here. The Wallace and Gromit studio.
Hell yeah!
Is making an animated series, Pokemon Tales: The Misadventure of Sirfetch'd and Pichu, coming out in 2027. And in the trailer they have here, and I don't know if yeah, so this little trailer, you've got a Wooloo just trying to eat some grass, and you got Sirfetch'd and Pichu running around in the back there. Classic. Aardman, I believe, or Erdman, I'm not entirely sure how you pronounce it. Animation studio, they're once again behind Wallace and Gromit, Chicken Run, but they are going to be handling this one for Nintendo, for the Pokemon studio. So, once again, 2027, it looks like. Coming 2027.
All right.
Yeah, so that's fun. Pokemon Concierge Season 1 Part 2 comes out on September 4th. That is, this just...
On this island,
Look
we
at
want
the
the
art here.
Pokemon
Like,
to
look
have
at
as
the
much fun
animation.
as they'd like.
Yeah.
You know, like this just looks fun and cool. I haven't watched Part 1 yet. I honestly forgot that it was put out on Netflix, but it seems like one of those ones that's going to be a pretty fun, just like easy watch. Nothing too crazy. But yeah, new episode September 4th. Okay, Pokemon Champions gets a new gameplay overview. Pokemon Champions is coming to the Switch, iOS, and Android next year, and it's mostly just like battling, like battle focus, kind of like Pokemon Coliseum. It seems like. So they just did a gameplay overview of that with a little more information. Players will be able to connect Pokemon home and bring their caught Pokemon into Pokemon Champions. There will be an extensive recruiting system that lets players pick other Pokemon they'd like to test out for a limited time. So, that's fun. That's cool.
Yeah.
You got some new Mega Evolution expansion, new cards revealed for Pokemon TCG, including a Mega Lucario. That's my favorite. Lucario is my favorite Pokemon. A Switch 2 update for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Which it seems like for the most part, a lot of those kind of came out earlier, or at least the game is running a lot better on the Switch 2 than it was on the Switch 1.
Yep.
Mostly just because of the better hardware of the Switch 2. But they've also announced... Oh, go ahead.
I was about to say, like, that, it should be running better. It's just like, I'm going to be going faster if I'm in a newer, faster car.
Exactly, yeah. So... but they've also announced some Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Terra Raid 5-star Terra Raid battles, which are some of the battles that you do in the game, which are pretty fun, but they're geared towards being a multiplayer type deal. I don't know if you've played Scarlet or Violet, but these ones,
but I've seen enough gameplay. Yeah, and like that. Those do look cool, but also it's like I really only want to do that with a tight knit crew of idiots.
Yeah,
and not just any random dipshit off the street. I mean, like if you're in the phone, oh boy, you're getting called up to spread democracy, try to rob something, or battle something giant.
But these are apparently a bit different. So in a normal Terra Raid battle, as you're playing Scarlet and Violet, you go into this area. There is typically a giant Pokemon, whichever one you're fighting. and you and 3 others, whether or not they're AI or actual players online, battle this creature, this Pokemon, and if you defeat it, then you have the option to try to catch it. You have I don't know if you have the option if you just catch it or what. I'm not entirely sure if you can not catch it. But these ones are going to be a bit different, where the Pokemon that they are introducing in these raids will not be catchable, but they will instead be given out as mystery gifts if all the players in the world combined can defeat each one 1 million times.
That's pretty cool.
It is. So if everybody in the world, combined defeats these ones 1 million times, then everybody will get it as a mystery gift. So, also said, series of mass outbreaks featuring grass, ice, ground, and fire type Pokemon over the next few months. Okay. Let's see. Pokemon Go update. Eternatus is coming to the game. Pokemon Cafe Remix has some new stuff. Pokemon Sleep has some new stuff, which I honestly forgot that was a thing. And Pokemon Unite, which is like the MOBA, I believe, is what the term is.
Think so?
Is going to have a new Latios and Latios event, and those characters are coming to the game. The other kind of big thing here is Pokemon Poke Park Kanto.
Yeah.
Which is a physical park. It's an actual park coming to Japan in 2026.
Yeah, the Tama Hills of Tokyo in Yomiuri Land. Okay. Remember, right? That's like its own little theme. Yeah.
Yep.
It's awesome. Oh my god. Every time I look at pictures from stuff from Japan, I'm just like, oh, we have that here. And then I see what they're doing in Japan. I'm like, my god, I need to go. I need to renew my passport. And then maybe never get back in here because of all the shit I've been saying on the internet.
Yeah. Well, share this with all of your friends. Get us to 500 subs on YouTube so that if Mike and I ever leave the country, we won't be able to come back in. That's the dream. Get us well known enough to where we won't be able to come back into America if we travel outside.
Let us seek asylum outside of these walls.
Yeah. I gotta get my passport. I have a passport. I gotta get my other passport.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Stretches over 26,000 square feet. Will feature both a Pokemon Forest and a Sedge Town. Okay. Which will be home to over 600 Pokemon. And the kind of video that they showed off, it seems like there's going to be a lot of Pokemon, like little statues, kind of like vinyl things, just kind of around the land that you can not necessarily interact with because I don't think they move, but you can like take pictures and stuff like that. So I definitely want to hear more about this because it, at least from the video and like just, with the kind of statues around, almost sounds a little bit underwhelming compared to, I'm just thinking of like Mario Land at Universal Studios.
Yeah.
Where you walked in there and you're like, oh, this is the Mushroom Kingdom. You know what I mean? So if it's more like that, where you walk in, you're like, oh, okay, no, this is Poke Park. Yeah, maybe you're not seeing like animatronics running around, stuff like that. But if you can have that feeling of walking in there and being like, I'm in a Pokemon world, fuck yeah, that's awesome.
Oh yeah.
But that was everything there. Oh, the forest will feature Pokemon of all types in their natural habitat, while the town will be home to a Pokemon Trainers Market, a Pokemon Center, Pokemart, Sedge Gym, a Pokemon Parade, and 2 other attractions. So it does sound like they're trying to do something really cool here.
Yeah, I like that. Like, especially with something like Pokemon, like that could be such an immersive thing to get into.
Mm-hmm.
Like, walk through the door, and it's just like, oh shit, I am in the Kanto region.
Yep.
I remember this fondly.
Yep.
So yeah, like that feels like something that is perfect for a theme park, but also, my god, that feels like something where like the bar is so high.
Yeah.
The fall would be very drastic.
Like the bar is so high, even just with Nintendo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, let alone,
God.
Before we say anything about it, fuck J.K. Rowling, fuck TERFs, she can burn in hell.
Mm-hmm.
But, what Universal did with like the Harry Potter land
Yeah.
is so immersive. It's incredible.
Oh yeah. Like Jesus Christ.
You know, so there is a bar to hit with something like this, and if they can get there, hell yeah. And then I assume if they can get there and they get this down to, you know, like a science and they know exactly what they want to do, it's only a matter of years before this comes to the West as well. This comes to one of the Universal parks in America.
Oh God, yeah. Whichever one has the most real estate to
Yeah.
put this damn thing.
I believe they opened up Mario and the Donkey Kong world in Universal Florida.
Yeah.
Whereas Hollywood has the Mario Land, but no Donkey Kong. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, the other big news out of this is Pokemon Legends ZA. There was another kind of game overview trailer showing off a bit more of the story, introducing some of the teams, the team that you're kind of going to be working with, Team MZ. And then some enemy people, the Rust Syndicate, you know, and showing off a little bit of the Z to A system that they're going through, which is essentially like a ranking system. And you go up in rank as you battle people around town in Lumio City. So you start off at Z, you're trying to get all the way up to rank A, which is the Z A. So, yeah, let's this is a bit of a longer one. We can kind of skip through.
ZA. We'd like to introduce this game's new story, which takes place in a city striving to be somewhere that belongs to both people and Pokemon.
Yeah.
Let's get to know Team MZ a little
characters
better.
from Team MZ that you're going to be working with.
There's Navi. During the day, you can explore the city and find lots of Pokemon to add to your party.
Yeah. The whole idea of this Lumio City in this game is that they're trying to build a city where people and Pokemon can live together, like free.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's the rank up, trying to go from Z to A.
Advance in the ZA Royale, battles
The ZA
against
Royale
powerful
is what it's called.
trainers await. One of those trainers, Corbeau, is the boss of the Rust Syndicate, an organization operating in Lumio City. It seems like he has some kind of business with the members of Team MZ.
Ooh. Yeah. And then just kind of going over, you can change your clothes. Photo mode. There's Emma. Oh wait, apparently she's a detective.
To help with her detective work.
Yeah, because she's just helping, you know, children are being detectives now.
You can find people around
there's
the
this
city who need
fucking
a hand and solve their problems.
narc
Find
Pokemon.
people around the city who need a hand to help with their detective work.
Look at this. Look at this fuck. You know what I mean? It's like, come on.
Yeah. Seriously, what the fuck?
Piss off. But yeah,
Go to hell.
I'm fucking super excited for Legends ZA, Pokemon Legends ZA. I loved Pokemon Legends Arceus. I don't know if you ever played it. But also there's a Mega Dragonite now, and it looks fucking ridiculous.
You'll need to fight Mega Evolution with Mega Evolution.
This fucking idiot.
One newly discovered Mega Evolved Pokemon,
What is
Mega
this?
Dragonite, has distinctive Dragonair-like features, like wings on its head and a pearl on its tail.
What are the fucking wings on the head? What are we doing? Mike,
Who knows?
you're not going to be able to fucking fly like that.
Oh.
Anyway, Pokemon Legends ZA coming out in October 16th. I will be playing it. I'm very excited for it. I think that's one of probably the last games coming out this year that I'm excited for, that I know about, because there's probably shit that hasn't been announced yet. We got Gamescom. No, Gamescom is coming up. Tokyo Game Show is coming up. Hopefully we hear about Kingdom Hearts 4. I doubt we will, but it'd be great. But does any of this Pokemon news tickle your fancy, Michael?
Honestly, no. Not really.
Okay, then we'll move on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Pokemon was a thing, like, I enjoyed.
Mhm.
You know, it was a... Man. That was definitely a thing that me and ex-girlfriend, Pokemon Go was our big thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, when that one ended, I'm kind of like, you know what? We'll put Pokemon on the shelf for a minute.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
That is fair. That is fair. We've got a few other stories today that we want to cover. Some bad news and some good news, and then some Schadenfreude. Bad news first. Let's go with the bad first. Okay.
Okay.
Until Dawn developer blames challenging and ever-evolving environment as it announces layoffs, delays long-awaited next horror game Directive 8020 until 2026. And this is Tom Phillips at IGN. Until Dawn developer Supermassive Games today announced that they are delaying Directive 8020, which is their upcoming game in the vein of like Until Dawn, The Quarry, the Dark Pictures anthology. It's a sci-fi one set in space. It feels a lot like, at least from the trailers, kind of gives off the vibe of like The Thing, where there's something on the ship and you don't know who to trust, anything like that. Yeah, very excited for that one. But today they announced that they are delaying the game and they are laying off up to 36 staff. They also they do have Little Nightmares 3 coming out as well. That hasn't been delayed, but Directive 8020 has been. In addition to, once again, layoffs. Layoffs fucking suck.
Yes, they do. It's fucking terrible. Hate to see that shit happen. And yeah, I'm just curious what the hell they mean by like the game industry remains a challenging and ever evolving environment. It's like, what do you mean by that there, Chief? Like it okay.
Like have some fucking courage to say why you're doing it. If you're be transparent. This challenging and ever evolving environment, has it changed that much since you started making the game? Like obviously, things have. There's been layoffs and everything. There's now in America there's like tariffs and shit like that, whatever the fuck that means. If that's what it is, say it.
Yeah. Fucking own it. But like saying something vague like challenging and ever evolving, it's like, okay, yeah, it's always been a challenge to make a game and make it a commercial success.
Yeah.
So, like, what? Say the goddamn quiet part out loud. Like, shit.
Yeah. And it looks like,
Don't make me read into it.
Yeah, earlier round of redundancies in March 2024, where it shed around 90 workers in a similarly worded statement. So what changed? I mean, legitimately what changed between March and now, where you have to lay off another 35, 36 people.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to blame, and once again, this is just speculation. If you're going to say anything about like it's tariffs and the rising prices of everything, you knew those were coming in January. So March would make more sense because you kind of have a feel of what's going on. Now, I mean, shit doesn't happen the way that people are saying it's supposed to happen. These tariffs are going in and then out, but then in, but then they might be coming out, but then they might be,
Well, it's like they're just like, man, like you're a British studio that got then, absorbed by somebody else, but you're still out there in, I think, the Midlands. Yeah. Like what I only casually know anything about what's going on in England, but like, yeah, this one really feels just like, dude, what? If you said something like, we're shutting down the podcast, or it's like, I'm kicking you off because it's a challenging and ever-changing environment, I would hit you and be like, what the fuck do you mean?
Yeah.
Then I feel like I could get away with drop kicking you once in the tailgate lot in front of everybody.
That's fair.
I'd be like, you know what?
You would be cheered. People would not need any sort of context. You would just be cheered.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Carried into the stadium on the shoulders of my friends.
But
Robert, why? I don't know. He did it.
He deserved it. He probably did. Yeah, he probably did.
He did what we were all thinking. Drop kicking somebody.
But on the topic of Directive 8020 itself, Supermassive says, we remain focused on our upcoming projects and have made the decision to move the launch of Directive 8020 to the first half of 2026, which delay a game if you need to.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a real Miyamoto quote, but there's a quote that says a rushed game is bad forever, or a delayed game is good, a rushed game is bad forever, or something. I don't know.
Yeah, something like that. It's just like...
But, yeah, if you've got to delay the game because you're trying to make it the best that it can be, that's much better than releasing it now and then releasing patches and patches and patches.
Yeah, nobody wants, like, the 70 gig day one update patch.
Yeah.
That everybody has to get, and everybody's doing it at, like, 5:30 on Monday.
Yeah.
So it's just like, oh no, the server room is filling with smoke. Oh no.
Let's see. What is... Now I want to read that quote. And then, moving on there, the response to the game so far has been fantastic, and this additional time will help us deliver the very best experience for our fans. We're deeply grateful for the patience and support of our community. And once again, I want to reiterate, I am not opposed to delaying a game. That's fine.
No.
But when you're laying off people with this vague statement of challenging and ever-evolving environment...
Yeah, and like, when in 2023 you had 350 people, and now, like, you've cut 90 people last March, and now another 35... What is going on?
Yeah.
Like,
what's happening over there that's making you shed now apparently over 100 people of your...
Yeah, like you're letting go of 125 people.
A third of the studio over the past year and a half.
Yeah, so it's like I know, like, this shit happens. This is the nature of the capitalist beast. You know, the line must go up, and one of the first things to go is labor, because it is one of the single biggest line items a company can have. But at the same time, like, this is small. Like, this is a small company. Most everybody probably knows everybody.
Yeah.
I'm just curious, like, what the shit is like, is it really that bad for Supermassive? Like, are things bad? Are there corporate overlords saying, no, the line must continue to rise? And then hands somebody a knife and says, make your decision.
Yeah.
Like, what? Again, like, I just want to know the why.
Yeah, and also, it's kind of odd that this is affecting Directive 8020, but there is no impact on the development of Little Nightmares 3, which is also set to come out this year.
Yeah.
So is there something going on in that Directive 8020 team, specifically?
Yeah, like, what is,
On the quote, once again, it's not a... it's not a Miyamoto quote. It's attributed to him all the time, but it's not one of his quotes. A delayed game is eventually good, but a rushed game is forever bad. So, yeah.
Yeah.
If the game gets delayed, it sucks because you want to play it. You know, I wanted to play GTA 6 this year after they announced it was coming in 2025, but when it got delayed until next year, it's not the end of the world. You know, there's 600 fucking other games that I can play. I've got another at least 5-6 Yakuza games with 20-hour business mini games that I can play. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, the amount of stuff in my backlog is terrifying.
Yeah.
And in theory, I could start digging into that, but I'm going to play Fallout New Vegas for the 90th time. All right?
Yep. So, yeah. Directive 8020 coming out next year. Supermassive Games with more layoffs, which sucks.
Yes. Huge bummer, but...
In the meantime, Supermassive will continue working on its delayed Little Nightmares 3, currently set to launch on October 10th. So, it's again, how one gets affected but the other one doesn't, I don't understand, and I don't think we'll ever get, like, a clear answer of what happened. But it is just it's very odd that apparently all of this stuff is affecting one of the two games that they have in development right now.
Yeah, it's... Yeah. Many more questions. Hell, if you know anything, drop it in the comments. Let us know.
Yeah. But with that, let's do this, Mike. I need to get myself another drink.
Okay.
Okay, so we will go to a quick ad for our good friends. We'll see. I think this is the case. If not, I'll look like a dumbass, whatever. But let's go to a quick ad for a look at our good friend Neon Pocket Dimension and their new web store. It is at neonpocketdimension.com. Once again, if that is incorrect, it's in the description, but I'm pretty sure that is the URL. And go check out their merch. They've got some super cool fucking designs. Unlike our, I just put the logo on things, they did a bunch of other things. And I know that our logo is incredible because the French design made it. Mm-hmm. But it is, they're very basic. We have some very basic designs. The Pride, I'm really proud of the Pride merch.
Pride stuff's awesome.
Pride stuff's awesome. Go buy more of it. But take a look at this this ad that they put together for their website, and we'll be right back.
No, it's hot outside. It's
107 degrees outside in Las Vegas.
Here's something to cool you down. NeonPocketDimension.com.
I've been busting my butt getting all the stuff designed for this site. We got shirts of all kinds. We got oversized mouse pads. We got beer-shaped glass mug things. We got sticker packs. We got it all. And
find the latest YouTube and TikTok videos, which I've heard are really stinking cool.
I'm inside because it was hot outside. Slam that contact us button to hit us up with any comments or concerns. And thanks for checking out the website.
It's just so hot outside. All the time.
Constantly.
Yeah,
man. It's not great. But you know what? You know what is great? Finishing out this podcast with you.
That's going to be how we come back from break, just that last part.
There it is.
Yeah. So welcome back, everybody. Yes, and while we were in the break, I looked it up, and yes, it is neonpocketdimension.com for their website, and that was probably in the ad that you just watched as well.
You probably heard it a bunch by now, but
neonpocketdimension.com. That is the Neon Pocket Dimension and Neon Gaming Dimension channel to get updates for everything that they post. They have a bunch of different shows, and I see that they just announced an upcoming show as well. Let me, what was it named? I saw it. Yes, so season finale of Wibe New, which is what you've been nerding out on, dropping this week. NPD is very excited to announce our next limited series and our first music-focused content, Warp Scale. Yeah. Warp Scale is what it's called. It will feature live in-studio performances and chats with musicians and about all things music. Tune in tomorrow, which, as yesterday, I'll have an announcement on the Neon Pocket Dimension channels. So, check that out. And I'm fairly certain if it's about music, it's probably Jacob or actually all of them. I think they're all very musically inclined.
Yeah, they're all kind of music guys,
But, at least, not at least, but Gage from Neon Pocket Dimension and myself are doing Discograph. That is going to be every other month. Like I said, I'm working on episode 2 right now, but episode 1, Blink-182, is up now. It's a long one, I'll be completely honest with you, and they're all going to be probably that long. It's just a long discussion about one artist and going through their entire discography, making a kick-ass playlist. So for our next episode, I'm hoping, I'm still trying to, we might not know, I might not know until next month. Hoping to get some really, really, one or two really cool guests for that one. But I won't announce anything until it is official. But we are back from our break. I am pouring a beer into my glass from Howling Hops in Hackney Wick. It is a brewery that we went to when we went to England a few years ago. That was really good, and we bought a glass. It's a UK pint glass. It's large and beautiful. So, got a couple other stories here. We had the bad news with the delay and the layoffs over at Supermassive. Now we've got some good news here from Wesleyan Pool, once again at IGN. The suitably horrific and creepy debut trailer for Clive Barker's Hellraiser revival video game reveals the seductive pull of suffering. Mike, do you know Hellraiser? the Hellraiser series?
Not only from like the random bits that they had on Robot Chicken.
Fair. I mean, but do you know Pinhead?
Yeah.
Like the idea of
I've
Pinhead
seen
and the
Pinhead.
Cenobites and kind of just the
Yeah.
overall idea.
Yeah, like the general idea I understand,
Mhm.
to a certain extent.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Saber Interactive, the company behind Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2,
Yeah.
yeah, announced a brand new Hellraiser game alongside a trailer that's not for the faint of heart. We'll play that here in a moment. But first things first, that I'm kind of really happy for. There's been a lot of horror games coming out over the past few years that kind of just take on the Dead by Daylight, asymmetric vibe. Go ahead.
Yeah, a lot of like they figured it out. Let's change our homework just enough so teacher doesn't suspect a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it, like Friday the 13th came out, where there was one Jason and there were a bunch of
Campers.
camp counselors. Texas Chainsaw Massacre came out, where I believe there was definitely one Leatherface, but then there were some other antagonists as well, once again against some survivors. But this one is a story-driven single-player survival horror action game set in the Hellraiser universe. Developed by Boss Team Games, creator of the recently delisted Evil Dead the game, which is another asymmetric one. Due out PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. I'm pretty sure this is like 2026. Hellraiser, we're just reading from the article here from Wesley and Poole. Hellraiser, for the uninitiated, is a cult classic horror franchise made up of 11 films and various comic books, all based on the Hellbound Heart novella by English author Clive Barker. The star of the show is Pinhead, a Cenobite who harvests human souls to torture in sadistic experiments. And you can see that in the action in the trailer, which, content warning, contains as much sex as it does body horror. Maybe we don't watch it.
Maybe, you know what? I got it pulled up over here on the other computer. I'm gonna watch it.
Okay. Yeah, it is a Red Band trailer, so...
Ooh, just ask if I'm 17 or older, so...
Yeah. Which, this podcast is not for kids, but...
No.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the Cenobites in the Hellraiser series, they're demons who essentially... sadomasochists. They give pain and take pain for pleasure, and yeah, the series has gotten really weird at times.
Yeah, we're definitely not playing this one.
No, are we not? Okay, fair enough. So one of, I think your whole thing is just flashing.
Yeah, I had to put this thing to full screen. It's just... Damn.
Yeah, let's see here. What Clive Barker is quoted. He's involved in the new Hellraiser game, helping out with the story. Quoted, "Working on the first true Hellraiser game has been a venture deep into the recesses of my darkest imaginings. The dedication that Saber and Boss Team Games have shown is nothing short of remarkable. They've immersed themselves in the Hellraiser universe, capturing its essence, the seductive pull of suffering, the beauty within the grotesque, and forged a narrative that invites players to step beyond the threshold. I'm eager for both the curious and the damned to experience this new chapter in the Hellraiser mythos, where every moment balances on the brink of nightmare and revelation." That man's a writer.
He sure fucking is.
One cool thing, as it says here, in a move sure to delight fans, actor Doug Bradley returns to the role of Pinhead for the first time in nearly 2 decades. Now, there have been plenty of Hellraiser movies since he stopped being Pinhead, and they just recast Pinhead, as he is kind of the main Cenobite. But every movie also adds new Cenobites and like new lore and everything to them. And the official blurb: discover the tale of Aiden, who must unlock the dark powers of the Genesis configuration, a mysterious puzzle box to help his girlfriend from a hellish abyss. As Aiden, you'll harness the box's infernal abilities to survive your pact with the sinister Pinhead and battle against the twisted cult that worships him and the Cenobites. Fail, and your suffering will be legendary, even in hell. But another cool thing, the main character of Aiden is going to be voiced by Xavier Nelson, and I may have said that name incorrect. Xavier Nelson from Strange Scaffold Studios. They make a shitload of games, and now he is going to be the main voice, the voice of the main character of the new Hellraiser game. And I believe they just announced... Well, they didn't announce a new game. They just put their newest game up for a beta. And I don't want to say it because I'm going to get it wrong. Co-op Kaiju Horror Cooking is the title of the game. Yeah. From Strange Scaffold, Co-op Kaiju Horror Cooking will mark our 7th game in 2 years. Yeah. Like, they're pumping out games that are getting, for the most part, great reviews. They're not AAA, these gigantic budget games, but they just focus on the fun and, as you can hear from a lot of these, just the craziness, the silliness.
Yeah.
And
I just looked up El Paso Elsewhere, and that's one I'm like, damn. I mean, that looks like, for $20, that looks like I'd be getting my money's worth.
Yeah, El Paso Elsewhere got rave reviews when it came out in 2023.
Looked like, I think it had like 4.8 out of 5 on Steam, which is like, damn, all right. I see what you're doing, Scaffold.
Yeah. So, Strange Scaffold, Xavier Nelson, and I apologize if I'm mispronouncing that name. I'm dumb.
We're doing our best.
Yeah. But yeah, he is going to be the voice of the main character Aiden in Hellraiser Revival, the video game. Does this say 2026? Or it might not even have a date. Did that trailer say anything? Or was it just like a coming soon type deal?
I think it's just in coming soon, but I will speed run through this shit again.
Okay. You have to think if they've got the trailer with, well, at least, and they have a voice actor.
Yeah, and like this does have some gameplay footage in there too. At least it looks like it does. So there's at least like a vertical slice out there somewhere.
Okay.
But goddamn, I don't want to play this game, but I want to watch the shit out of somebody playing it. It doesn't have a date. It just says wishlist now.
Wishlist now. Madeline Stanley, Mad Exposure.
Jeff Dillon.
We're going to be watching the two of you play Hellraiser Revival when it comes out.
Yeah,
okay.
Jeff, if you hear this and you want like an in-studio guest to react to this shit, I'll come over. I'm your Huckleberry.
There we go. Yeah, Hellraiser Revival. Wishlist now on Steam. No date, apparently. But, yeah. Once again, I'm just so... And I hate to... I don't want to be a downer and be like, oh, these other games are not fun. They're not good. No. Evil Dead the game was super fun. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, super fun. It was on Snowbike Mike's top 10 games of the year, that year that it came out. You know, all of the games are really good. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. They're great. But not every horror game based on a license has to be that.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, it's awesome that like somebody figured out this formula, and then like a lot of horror movies, other people saw this formula and like, well, I'm gonna just run with it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, wow, turns out like copying this thing that's actually really fucking good makes your stuff pretty goddamn good. All right, cool. Who would have thought?
Yeah.
So it's like, like all the games we mentioned, it's like they are. God, there's not even a date yet on Steam. It just says coming soon.
Yeah,
I just had to go look it up.
Not surprised.
Yeah, but yeah, it's like goddamn, turns out copying off the smart kid brings your dumb ass up to, you might be onto something.
Yeah.
So.
But this is going to be a game coming out in at the earliest 2026.
Oh god, yeah.
At the earliest.
Yeah, like second half of 2026, I would say, if it comes out. That. Oh.
Yeah. And then we had one more story here, real quick. And this is half bad news. There's a lot of bad news in the story, but there's also
about to say, we haven't talked about the Schadenfreude. So
this is a Schadenfreude. From Rebecca Valentine at IGN. Splitgate 2 will go back to beta to undergo a massive rework amid more layoffs and Splitgate 1 shut down. So, June 6th, 2025.
These are all rough-ass words.
Yeah. 1047 games launch Splitgate 2. It's multiplayer. It's Halo and Portal mixed.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, it's your Halo multiplayer, but then you have the portal gun from Portal. And that's kind of that's the gimmick. Fucking cool idea. No shade on that. Now, less than 2 months later, the developer is about to unlaunch the game. It's also taking Splitgate 1 offline and laying off 45 employees. So, first things first. Layoffs, fucking awful. That's not Schadenfreude.
Yeah.
That just sucks. Taking Splitgate 1 offline sucks.
Yeah.
What is it? What's the thing they're doing in England right now? Like save games, the save physical games movement.
Stop killing games.
Stop killing games. Thank you. Yes, that's what this is. You're taking Splitgate 1 offline, so all the people that bought it are now, and maybe there's going to be some information here. And you know what? Before I react to that, let's read through this story because they might have.
Yes.
We'll see.
Let's not jump ahead here.
Yeah. 1047 revealed its plans to temporarily wind down support on the game it just released, so the studio can go heads down on what they say will be a complete overhaul of Splitgate 2. The game will remain playable during this time and will still receive its promised Chapter 3 update and some bug fixes, but other than that, Splitgate 2, as we know it, is done. That is, until early 2026, when the studio promises it will return with big, sweeping changes. Okay. Now, while all this sounds pretty dire, it might not come as a surprise to Splitgate 2 players. The game launched to middling reviews, was mired in controversy from the jump, and this is where the Schadenfreude comes into play, and has since seen a steep drop-off in players and plenty of criticism and frustration from those who stuck around. At the time this piece was first drafted, a quick look at the main page of the Splitgate subreddit shows almost nothing but complaints about the game, memes about the game's general state, and various threads and links to articles about the sinking player counts. It doesn't paint a pretty picture.
Oh.
Now, do you... I hope those are fireworks.
Oh.
I think they are. Yeah, let's say they are. They're fireworks. Okay, they're probably fireworks. Yeah, so Splitgate 2, they had a big announcement and everything at the Summer Game Fest. Do you know anything about that? Do you remember reading anything about that?
I am kind of reading through a story that Rebecca Valentine had from there, and who boy.
Yeah.
Just...
Splitgate 2 director refuses to apologize for Make FPS Great Again hat, then apologizes anyway. So is there a picture of the hat?
That's one of those, I kind of don't want to see the hat. I don't care.
So, dude showed up on stage at Summer Game Fest to talk about Splitgate 2, and I think hey, it's coming out soon. And it was a known game. We all knew that Splitgate 2 was coming out and everything.
Yeah.
Dude showed up on stage with a black hat that said, Make FPS Great Again. First off, why the fuck are you doing that? Read the fucking room. Okay.
Yeah. And then,
excuse
Jesus
me,
Christ.
And then essentially just went on stage to talk about his game and complained about every other FPS game that's come out fucking sucks. We want Titanfall 3, blah, 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 blah. Our game is the only good one.
I'm tired of playing the same Call of Duty every year.
Yeah.
My man, your hat tells me different.
Yeah. Tired of playing the same Call of Duty every year, and I want fucking Titanfall 3, blah, blah, blah. And it's just...
Bro, fucking... And he does the thing that just skimming through this, it's just like, my man, you needed somebody to write something out for you. Somebody to tell you this is a dumb idea.
Yeah.
Someone who could read the room for you. And then would run up there, throw a robe over you like James Brown and get your ass off stage when shit got a little too hot.
And this quote, Rebecca Valentine, obviously I had to start by asking him about the hat. What was that all about? Quote, I'll start by saying, we talked a lot about this. We did not intend for this to be any sort of political statement. The fuck else did you think wearing a parody of a presidential, the president's hat? In what world is that not gonna look political?
Yeah, like, Jesus fucking Christ, man.
You know? And
the
idea of, hey, you know what, I'm bored of first-person shooter games. I think that they're not innovating enough. You know, Titanfall 2 was killer. Now a lot of people want Titanfall 3, and we're not getting it. That, okay.
Well, man, like, okay, I will say this about Titanfall, and, oh, yeah. Of course, the director says, well, Kojima had a hat that said, make TV great again. The photo was from 2017.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, okay, I said some shit back in my years ago, too, that we could throw out there, but let's not do that because I have changed. Yeah, Titanfall 2, amazing game. Like, if you can play it, go play it. But that thing, it was a good game coming out in between a couple fucking Titans.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like...
You know what? Intend your puns. Intend your puns,
yeah.
Michael. Intend your puns.
Yeah, like, it just got squashed by, like, Call of Duty and I think Battlefield. So it's just like, oh, like the top two and then, like, 20 miles of crap and then the number 3 game, Titanfall. It's like, okay, this thing was just going to die no matter what.
Yeah.
So, and that's what happened. Great game, critics love it. If the sales aren't there, people in the C-suites are just going to be like, well, fuck this shit, we're done.
People in the C-suites are only looking at the overall number and nothing else. It does not. Well, then the only number they're looking at is behind a dollar sign. They're not looking at OpenCritic. They're not looking at Metacritic. They're not looking at review scores. They're looking at how much money did this bring in to me and how much should I spend on it. And that's all they care about.
Yeah, the only time they're going to be looking at critic reviews is when somebody puts it in the brief that they need to tell shareholders at the quarterly earnings meeting.
Yeah.
On the quarterly earnings call. That's the only time they're ever going to mention Metacritic, IGN, Polygon, anybody who rates games. That's the only time you're going to hear them mention a rating. They don't give a shit about how good the product is as long as the product is profitable.
Yeah.
So, we're here telling you to go play Titanfall, and I'm also telling you, like, yeah, man, the system does not reward good, like creative good. It just rewards shit that will get you addicted to coming back for something every fucking year.
Mm-hmm. Like Call of Duty.
Yeah. Which, I kind of agree that it's the same game every year. I'm pointing at the jackass here. But also, it's pretty fucking good for what it does. It's like Madden or FIFA or now EAFC or whatever. It's like it does what it says on the tin, and
exactly.
goddamn it,
like
sometimes I want that.
The thing with like the yearly Call of Duty now, let's go back last year to what I think Black Ops 6 is what came out last year. Not entirely positive. I'm not a Call of Duty guy. It's not my jam. You know, I'm not a big first-person shooter guy. Anyway, but whatever.
Yeah.
But so many reviews of last year's Call of Duty were like, this is the best Call of Duty single-player campaign that we have had in years. Like, since like, I think like the original Black Ops or something, you know what I mean? Where people were talking about this single-player campaign and how incredible it was.
Yeah, and I played through it. It was...
Yeah.
Fuck, it was more than 4 hours. Like, I
Great.
could spend some time in there and actually enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like I did, with, Modern Warfare back in the day.
Yeah.
So I think... But multiplayer, the stuff that the masses buy for... Because everybody's buying this to play with their friends.
Yeah.
Nobody's really picking it up for the single-player story. Like, it's as good/bad as it ever was/is. I don't know. I haven't played a lot of multiplayer Call of Duty, except with my fucking shitter group of friends. But yeah, it's like good multiplayer product with competent but grading on the Call of Duty curve, excellent, single-player campaign.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's a welcome change, but I don't think that's what people are clamoring for.
No, but like the reason that I bring that up is because a lot of times you don't really hear about the single player campaign, or you hear it's underwhelming. But when you say yes, it's the same game every year, it is. There's no getting around. You can't say, oh no, we completely overdid the multiplayer. No, because you won't. You don't need to. That's the thing. You don't need to come out every year with a brand new multiplayer thing. You can come out with, what was his new one, the sliding, like the sliding technique and everything. Yeah. That was kind of one new thing that was added to it that changes it up a bit. But for the most part, you are getting the same game every year. You're getting the same WWE game every year. You're getting the same NBA game every year. You're getting the same MLB game every year until there's, a new console generation where you can actually do a big change. But
until you have to update the engine and then therefore add shit.
So this idea that, we're sick of the same Call of Duty every year, you are sick of the same Call of Duty multiplayer, which probably the biggest reason is that you can't play the older one still with your friends because they're getting the new one. You have to update. If one person gets the new one, everyone else has to get it to play with them, which sucks. But when it comes to Warzone, what is it, Prop Hunt, which is actually it's a really fun mode. All this stuff that
it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. A lot of our friends. A lot of friends of the podcast play Call of Duty. I know Sen Nuggies plays Call of Duty all the time. Well, not all the time.
Yeah.
That's one of the games.
It's in the rotation heavy.
It's in the rotation, yeah. And she and her entire community have a fucking blast playing Warzone. Have a blast playing all the multiplayer stuff. I could be wrong. I don't think, at least on stream, I don't think she's played the single player campaign. It is a multiplayer game.
Yeah, that's what people
get Call of Duty for.
Yeah, that's what they want to play. They want to watch. They don't like. If somebody wants to watch a single player game, they are going to not be watching Call of Duty.
Yeah, or they'll watch, one of their favorite. If one of their favorite Warzone streamers is like, "Hey guys, let's check out the Call of Duty campaign today."
Yeah, or
they'll probably watch that. Cool.
Yeah, or it's like, I'm trying to unlock something and it turns out I have to do X amount of the single player campaign or get this achievement in the single player game to unlock this thing in multiplayer. So let's do that.
Yeah. But that's just all to say, like, this idea that we're sick of playing the same Call of Duty every year. Not everybody is. It's constantly on the top selling games of the year list for a reason.
Yeah,
Madden sells like crazy every year for a reason. EAFC, FIFA sells like crazy every year for a reason. They've figured out the way to get people to come back every single year for a bit of new content in the sports game world, new rosters and stuff that you could very easily just update.
Yeah.
But that incremental update every year gets people buying the game. That's all they need. Yeah, you can say that you're sick of it, but unless it stops selling, the masses are not sick of it.
Yeah, it's comfort food. It's like McDonald's.
Yeah.
It's like, is there something constantly new and different and amazing at McDonald's every month? No. But man, sometimes I want to get my double quarter pounder with bacon. You know, not reinventing the wheel, just taking something I thoroughly enjoy, making it just a little bit better.
Yeah. But yeah, back to this news story today about it being unlaunched, quote unquote.
That is, you put dinner down on the table, somebody cut into it and is like, hey man, this is pink inside and not a good pink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here. When he spoke to the CEO, Ian, I don't know how to pronounce that last name, but this is the hat dude. Reference one particular Reddit thread entitled, "If you've stopped playing, tell me why." That is effectively a laundry list of player complaints. He says he and the 1047 team read each reply and cataloged them, scrutinizing what the most cited issues were. He admits that Splitgate 2, as it launched, is not a finished product yet. Then why are you launching it in at all? Why aren't you being like, hey, here's some beta, here's some early access. Why are you launching this as a game if a month and a half later you can sit there and say, it's not a finished product?
Yeah, like this. I clicked on the Reddit thread, by the way.
Oh, God. Okay.
It's... Alright. I have it sorted by best. And so far, it's all like... The top comment is, no interest in Battle Royale modes, so straight away that's a big chunk on the game I'm not going to look at. A big chunk of the game I'm not going to look at. I feel it took the good original game and just added bloat to justify the development time. I would have preferred a lightweight arena shooter with portals. If I'm going to have battle passes, skins, weapon customizations, ADS, and reloading in an arena shooter, I may as well play Call of Duty, which is what I ended up going back to.
Yeah.
Plus, I needed
that was the
space
other thing is
Tony Hawk.
on stage when he's like, we're all sick of this same Call of Duty and this same blah, 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 everything. He's like, Splitgate 2 as a battle royale now.
Yeah, the first reply to that comment. Who would have thought that the game that complained about Call of Duty so much would just become Call of Duty, but worse?
Yeah.
But I will say, Scott or Ian, whoever is running his Reddit account, or if it's him, said pretty fair points. Can't really argue with anything here.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, man, if you're willing to listen, cool. But
yeah, it once again, hate any layoffs. Hate all the layoffs. But the schadenfreude of being like, hey, we're different and we're sick of first-person shooter games. We want to make them great again. And now a month and a half later, you're saying, we know what, we released a product that wasn't finished, that you aren't happy with, that we are now going to have to go back and retool. Mm-hmm. And you know what? Honestly, thinking of it right now, his whole idea of we're all sick of this same thing that's happening, so we're going to do the same thing, and now that has come back to bite them on the ass. Maybe he had a point with the hat. He may have had a point with the hat.
He might have. You know what?
Come back around to it.
I'm seeing. I'm not quite back around, but I see.
Not all the way.
I see how he got from A to B.
Yeah.
Not
a 180, maybe like a 163, maybe.
He made enough of it. It was an over 90-degree turn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Start coming back. We'll say 110, 120, something in there. Oh man.
But once again, our hearts go out to anyone being laid off at 1047 over at Supermassive, all the Xbox layoffs that happened the other week, and that's fucking evergreen. You can just put that on every week and be like, oh yeah, that one, which sucks. Yeah. But there's been so many goddamn layoffs this year and last year, the last 2 years. It's been the C-suites at all these studios who saw all this massive growth and these massive sales during the COVID-19 lockdown and thought this is never going away. The fuck? How are you a financial professional? How do you not see the extenuating circumstances of everybody is at home? They can't leave. So yeah, a lot of fucking people are playing video games. A lot of people are buying games that they're not going to normally play. A shitload of people are buying Switches with Animal Crossing.
Yeah, but that just looking
and not
at,
be like, this is not going to last, because once people can leave again.
Yeah, they completely divorced the context from the data, and it's just like, man, your numbers need a story behind them.
Yeah. And right now, the story is a temporary one with a COVID-19 lockdown.
Yeah, but for whatever reason, just a lot of data analysts, a lot of quants were just like, no, this is good to continue. And it's like, no, god damn it. Oh, man.
But one of the, hold on, let me. Where's the thing about closing down Splitgate 1?
Oh, I found. I think I found it. Per 1047, this decision was made because it cost the studio hundreds of thousands of dollars over the past couple of years to keep Splitgate 1 online.
Yeah.
Cutting costs in other ways too. Last month, the company laid off an unknown number of individuals. With today's announcement, 45 more staff will be let go, about 28% of the current total.
Yeah.
Ian said something, but this next paragraph, I do want to point this out, because you have to cut costs sometimes, but sometimes it's not for like the whole, it's really hard to make money making something that's, popular and people like. I'm looking at every major sports owner claiming that their team is losing money. It's like, are they? I don't think so. But sometimes the company does dumb shit, or somebody does something dumb and costs the company money. And this is how we got to 45 people getting shit canned. The cost-cutting measures do beg the question of both the veracity and, if the allegation is true, the wisdom of the company allegedly spending over $400,000 in influencer marketing ahead of Splitgate 2's launch. I worked in marketing. I understand. You have to do stuff. We work with a lot of influencers. Some very great people who understood that, they are, like, we're working both for, and with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Man, if you're throwing away damn near $500,000, like, the amount of glaze they need to be putting on this game, like, it needs to be reflecting so much light, it hurts my eyes.
Yeah.
And I can feel the heat.
$500,000 for Activision Blizzard Microsoft?
Yeah.
Is way different than $500,000 for an independent studio.
Yeah, like again, I understand the need to do influencer marketing.
Mm-hmm.
That is one of the most cost-effective ways you can market on social media. Forget buying ads. Just get together with a good influencer who knows their ass from a hole in the ground, can make good content, and feature your product in that content.
Yeah.
So it just seems like they just shotgunned a bunch of money out there that they didn't necessarily have.
Yeah.
And thinking that, man, they were going to get dollar for dollar back, and no, you got to spend that money real fucking wisely. I can't tell you how many people with hundreds of thousands of followers I had to tell, like, yeah, man, that's going to be a no from us.
Yeah.
You got to be choosy.
Yeah, so just looking at the controversies here, essentially hoping to, in 2026, take a second crack at launching Splitgate 2, aside from the issues with the game itself, which were a lot of, there's a lot of complaints here. Its first launch last month was marred by other controversies. It started when he wore a hat that read "Make FPS Great Again," which we talked about on Summer Game Fest. In a speech on stage at the same event, he remarked that he's tired of playing the same Call of Duty every year, which resulted in wide criticism from both developers and Call of Duty fans. And then, upon launch, a $145 microtransaction bundle was soundly rebuked by gamers for its predatory similarities to the very games he and 1047 claimed to be pushing back against. So this whole, we're sick of Call of Duty doing this stuff and being shitty and doing a Battle Royale and having microtransactions, so we're going to have a Battle Royale and have microtransactions, and the game's not going to run as well as you want it to.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, we're making this thing that we said we don't like, but worse.
Yeah. Yeah. And just one more thing about this Splitgate 1, not long for this world, says, as a part of this new doubling down and improving Splitgate 2, the first game servers will be shut down in about a month. 1047 says it's, quote, exploring the possibility of supporting offline or peer-to-peer matches, end quote, and that it intends to include a, quote, dedicated experience, end quote, in Splitgate 2 that, quote, delivers on the promise of the original, end quote. But in the short term, Splitgate 1 will be no more. Now, that's where I get upset about this. Splitgate 2, you're kind of bringing it back from it being a full launch. You're going to retool it. You're going to relaunch it next year, but it's still available to play for now. Great.
Yeah.
Good luck to you. I hope it's legitimately. I hope that Splitgate 2, when it relaunches next year, is a huge success. But the Splitgate 1 servers being just completely shut down and not letting those players that are obviously upset with Splitgate 2 that would love to probably just play the first one still, and now you can't because the servers are too expensive. Yeah, they are. Then maybe before you shut them down, get them set up for offline or let people do their own servers.
Yeah, exactly. It's like these people are already, they're invested in your ecosystem to the point where they are willing to complain publicly about the shit you're doing. Like, why are you going to piss them off even more by saying, yeah, man, you're going to have to wait for this thing that you already plunked down some money for. By the way, the other thing you plunked down some money for, you can't play that no more.
Yeah, yeah.
And we're not sure if you're ever going to be able to play it again. So, but don't worry. I'm sorry about the hat.
Like I get, after a certain amount of time, the amount of money that studios are spending on servers to let these games continue to run is it's cost prohibitive. That makes sense. But and maybe once again I just don't know the logistics behind it. How much work would it make, or how much work would it be to be able to just kind of make this a game where you can be like, hey guys, we're shutting down these official servers. Okay.
What?
Go to Nitrado. You can get a server. You can pay for the server yourself. You guys can continue playing the game. You're gonna have a fee to play it. Sorry about that because we're shutting these down. But there are options to play it. You can play it offline. Yeah. You can do this. Here's like local LAN, stuff like that, and then here's your own servers.
Yeah.
Just being like, guys, it's too expensive for us. Bye.
Yeah. That's not how. No, God no. That's not how that fucking works at all. Like, and that's something that I understand but don't get if you're picking up what I'm putting down.
Yeah.
It's like back in the day, you could do like custom servers, you could do private servers with damn near any game.
Mm-hmm.
And that was, we're talking like 25 years ago, 25, 30 years ago. That was shit that we were doing back then. I understand these games are bigger and more complex and everything, but at the same time, like, it's the same principle. Could you not figure that one out? Just be like, at the outset, be like, hey, so we need to get a team together to figure out how to do this, like do private servers, in offline mode, because this thing's not going to last forever. That feels like a team that needs to be there, like as soon as the game launches, you need to be figuring that shit out.
Yeah.
So then you can just have that in your back pocket and be like, all right, guys, new one's coming out. This is when we're going to be sunsetting these features. But in the meantime, here's how you go about doing this shit.
Yeah. Like you think especially over the last maybe 10 years or so. Okay.
Oh god, yeah.
If you release like a game like a multiplayer game like this and it has a modicum of success.
Oh.
You don't have to just be like, "Hey guys, maybe let's future-proof. If we know that this is a success, people are liking it, we want to continue on, and maybe we want to make something new in 5, 6, 7 years. Let's try to figure out a way to make it so if we need to shut down these servers, people can continue playing this. we're not going to be making the money off of it. Yeah, that's fine. But especially, I mean, now you look at it and be like, that is such easy goodwill to be like, hey guys, we have a new game coming out. The old game is getting offline, but we already have everything set up for you to do your own service and do this. We hope you play the new one.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Like goodwill, it goes so far. You know, like we would, we'd have customers who would be like, man, this is the first product like this I've ever bought. Yours was kind of shitty. Like this was, like this, and this was wrong with it or whatever. Like we would be like, hey man, we're sorry. Like we can get you your money back, but please send us, your part back, or we can send you out a new one. But like either way, we're going to be sending you like, what's your shirt size?
Yeah.
Like, are there any particular color of sticker you don't want? And then I would go in the warehouse, grab some shirts, grab some stickers, grab some other stuff. And then this guy would be like, yeah, man, like, the part that I got sucked, but these guys went over the top, and took care of me.
Yeah.
And then suddenly we'd get a bunch of orders in, and people would be like, yeah, I saw this dude's story on, like, Reddit or, in this forum or whatever. And I was on the fence, but that sold me. And, like, stuff
you'll
like
make
that,
it right, and then you're going over the top with it, but you're making it right, which is the big thing.
Yeah, you're making it right, and you're showing that you're willing to make it right, and like do what you can to just make sure, like, hey, you're people, you're like us, you enjoy the shit out of this thing. Like, we don't want to sour you on the overall experience of enjoying this thing, even if you don't get stuff from us. So, yeah.
But yeah, that is the news for today and this week. Once again, we haven't done like just a full-on news episode. Let us know what you think about how we did it. We're just two people pretty much outside of the industry, and we're not rich. We don't make a lot of money.
No.
We're consumers, like you are.
We're just like you. Odds are, in probably more ways than you think.
Yeah. Mike, let's start wrapping up here. What are you working on this week? Are you are you still working on getting back to streaming kind of regularly?
Yeah, I'm trying to get back to streaming regularly. It's just, you make a plan and God laughs. So we have today off, the day that you're listening to this. At least I do.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, you sorry. Benefits of working for the state. But I have the day off. Originally, I was just going to try to do like a subathon, kind of be like, hey, I'm going to be here doing dumb shit. You should come watch me do dumb shit.
Yeah.
And perhaps watch me take my shirt off again, which was really impressed with the responses we got on that one. Mostly positive. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, just several nights of not being able to sleep or get much sleep at all. And going to a concert the night before, I'm like, no.
That's on you, bro.
I know. Like, I knew this was coming, but it's also like, yeah, so. But I do want to do a subathon, just spend some time with y'all doing dumb shit, perhaps getting hammered. Definitely getting hammered. Perhaps we'll have guests. Will Robert make the trek down? Who knows? Probably not. That's the problem. So, whatever. Figure we might play some Fallout 76. Who the hell knows? That's how we sucker him into this.
We're on episode 74 right now. Next is 75, and then...
What?
Then 76. That's after 75. And I'm trying... I don't know any other avenues that I can do to reach him at, so we'll just say it here. John Rush, creative director of Fallout 76, we would love to have you on episode 76 of the Storymoders podcast here in a couple weeks.
Yes,
I have been tweeting at him every single day and trying to send messages on Xbox, Discord, Instagram, fucking Blues, anywhere where I can send a message trying to get his attention. I don't know how to get his attention anymore. So if you're watching, listening to anybody that maybe knows Jonathan Rush,
in front of him.
Get this in front of him. We would love to have him on. I fucking love 76.
It's
You know.
one. I know you enjoyed it. Like, you did a very significant single player experience with that thing. I really love the fact that it is multiplayer. So, like, we both enjoyed the shit out of the game for two drastically different reasons.
Yeah.
So please join us. Look at him. Listen, I got one. Hold on.
Mike is like half the time through this episode. Mike's just been playing New Vegas. He's just been playing Fallout.
Doing Old World Blues because I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's just it does feel like a chore at times. But
yeah.
Let's see. I got 7 caps. 7 caps, John.
I will wear this for 0% of the time because you can't hear me.
Yeah, I was about to say, and it's also a little creepy. Maybe we don't do that. All right. I hate this so much. And I'm not sure if it's just the face or that it is wrapped in plastic that I find more unsettling.
Probably both, let's be honest. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now my camera's blurry as fuck again.
It's whatever, we're boating this bass. So, yeah, hopefully...
Fuck!
Again in your Apple Music library, you can ask me to play a radio station or ask for your music on a different app.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. All right. Yep.
Oh.
Shit, I'm gonna get back to streaming in a couple weeks. Robert, how are you and Siri doing?
We're apparently doing great. I thought it was turned off. Oh, there we go. There we go. We are clear again. We are clear again. But yeah, guys, I'm just playing Yakuza 0. I might stream again sometime this week. We'll see. There's been an RSL match every weekend this month, so I've been kind of just focused on going to RSL games and not having a panic attack. And you know what? 50-50 so far. So
nice.
Yeah. But guys, next week's gonna be fun. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So follow us on twitch.tv/nerding for beginners for Mike, twitch.tv/Mr_Hawks182 for me. Follow us on Blue Sky at storymoders.com. Follow Mike on Blue Sky at nfbofficial. I haven't done the thing yet. I can now, actually, because I can access it at work now, so I can do it during the day.
Oh, yeah.
That was it got blocked for a while. But yeah, follow us on Blue Sky. Follow us on all the socials. Storymoders is now on Facebook, so we've got a Facebook group. I need to get an Instagram set up. I think I have to do that on mobile. I can't do that on the website, which is dumb.
It is. I can set up if you want me to.
But yeah, we'll do that, and then next week, y'all.
Yep.
We'll see you then. Okay. Bye.